5 explorers, each with a thirst for adventure, set their sights on a legendary treasure. They were not just any explorers, they were a unique blend of skills and personalities, each bringing something invaluable to the table. Their journey was not just about the treasure, but about the thrill of the unknown and the mysteries that lay ahead. Dr. Lewis, the historian, craved knowledge of the past. He spent countless hours poring over ancient scrolls and maps, piecing together the puzzle of history. His expertise was crucial in understanding the legends and myths that surrounded their quest. Maya, the archaeologist, sought lost artifacts. Her keen eye for detail and her ability to uncover hidden relics made her an indispensable part of the team. She believed that every artifact had a story to tell, and she was determined to uncover them all. Jake, the survival expert, lived for the thrill of the unknown. His skills in navigating treacherous terrains and surviving in the wild were unmatched. He thrived in the face of danger and was always ready for the unexpected. Ben, the engineer, loved solving ancient puzzles. His technical expertise and problem-solving skills were vital in deciphering the complex mechanisms and traps that guarded the treasure. He saw every challenge as an opportunity to test his ingenuity, and Sarah, the photographer, documented their every move. Her camera captured the essence of their journey, preserving their experiences for posterity. She had an eye for the extraordinary and was always ready to capture the perfect shot. Their destination, the heart of the Amazon, where a cursed treasure awaited. The dense jungle was both a challenge and a mystery, filled with dangers and secrets that had been hidden for centuries. Legends spoke of an ancient civilization that had angered the gods. This civilization was said to have possessed immense knowledge and power, but their hubris led to their downfall. Their punishment? A devastating curse said to be locked away within their hidden temple. The curse was believed to bring misfortune to anyone who dared to disturb it. The explorers scoffed at these tales, believing them to be mere folklore. They were confident in their abilities and dismissed the warnings as superstitions of the past. They were determined to prove their skepticism right. Their confidence was unwavering, and they believed that their combined skills would see them through any challenge. Little did they know, the jungle held secrets best left undisturbed. The deeper they ventured, the more they realized that the legends might hold more truth than they had ever imagined. The jungle was alive with mysteries, and their adventure was just beginning. Days turned into weeks as the explorers ventured deeper into the Amazon. The dense canopy above filtered the sunlight into a perpetual twilight, casting eerie shadows on the forest floor. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves, a constant reminder of the jungle's untamed nature. The jungle pressed in on them, a suffocating blanket of heat and humidity. Every breath felt like inhaling through a wet cloth, and their clothes clung to their bodies, soaked with sweat. The relentless buzz of insects and the distant calls of unseen creatures created a symphony of the wild. Vines snagged at their clothes as if the jungle itself was trying to hold them back. Each step was a struggle, their progress slow and arduous. The thick underbrush seemed to conspire against them, tangling their feet and tripping them up. Insects buzzed incessantly in their ears, their bites leaving itchy welts on exposed skin. The explorers swatted at them in vain, their patience wearing thin. Yet despite the discomfort, they pressed on, driven by a sense of purpose. But their resolve never wavered. They were driven by the promise of discovery. The thought of uncovering something lost to time, something that could change the course of history, kept their spirits high. Each night around the campfire, they shared stories and dreams of what they might find. One humid afternoon, Maya stumbled upon a clearing. The sudden openness was a stark contrast to the claustrophobic jungle they had been navigating. Sunlight poured in, illuminating the space with a golden glow. Overgrown with vines and half buried in the earth lay a set of ancient stone steps. The sight was mesmerizing, a testament to a civilization long forgotten. The steps seemed to beckon them, inviting them to uncover the secrets they held. Excitement crackled in the air. This was it, the entrance to the lost temple. The culmination of their journey was within reach, and the thrill of discovery surged through their veins. With renewed energy, they hacked away at the foliage, revealing the path forwards. Each swing of their machetes brought them closer to their goal. the anticipation building with every step. Each step they took seemed to echo with warning, but they pressed on, blind to the danger that awaited. The ancient stones felt cool under their feet, a stark contrast to the oppressive heat of the jungle. They moved cautiously, aware that the temple held both promise and peril. The air grew heavy as they entered the temple. The stench of decay filled their nostrils. The only light came from their flickering torches, casting long, dancing shadows on the walls. Ancient glyphs depicting scenes of sacrifice and suffering adorned the crumbling stonework. A sense of unease settled over the group. The silence was broken only by their own footsteps and the sound of their own breathing. Then they started hearing whispers, faint and indistinct, seeming to emanate from the very walls themselves. Warnings, perhaps, in a language long forgotten, or maybe it was just their imaginations playing tricks on them. They had come too far to turn back now. Deeper they went into the bowels of the temple. Ben, the engineer, deciphered ancient mechanisms, disabling traps and opening hidden passageways. They finally arrived at a massive stone door, intricately carved with images of a fearsome deity. Its eyes, made of gleaming obsidian, seemed to follow their every move. This was it, the treasure chamber. They could feel it. Ignoring the growing sense of dread, they heaved against the door. It groaned open, revealing a room piled high with gold and jewels. But their eyes were drawn to a single object in the center of the room, an amulet resting on a stone pedestal. It pulsed with an eerie green light, beckoning them closer. The amulet was a masterpiece of craftsmanship, a relic from a bygone era. Its intricate design and the mysterious aura it exuded made it a subject of fascination and fear. Crafted from an unknown metal, it was cold to the touch, sending a chill through anyone who dared to hold it. The metal seemed almost alive, pulsating with a hidden energy. It radiated an unnatural energy that sent shivers down their spines. The glow was both mesmerizing and terrifying, casting eerie shadows on the walls of the ancient temple. Inscribed on its surface were the same strange symbols they had seen throughout the temple. These symbols, ancient and cryptic, seemed to tell a story of power and doom. Dr. Lewis, his eyes gleaming with scholarly interest, reached out to examine it. His curiosity was piqued, and he couldn't resist the urge to uncover its secrets.
"Don't touch it!" Maya's voice echoed through the chamber, filled with urgency and fear.
Maya hissed, sensing danger. Her instinct screamed that the amulet was not just an artifact, but a key to something far more sinister. But it was too late. Dr. Lewis, captivated by the artifact, had already picked it up, oblivious to the warnings. Dr. Lewis, captivated by the artifact, had already picked it up. The moment his fingers grasped the amulet, the room began to tremble. The moment his fingers grasped the amulet, the room began to tremble. The walls shook and dust fell from the ceiling as if the temple itself was awakening. The air crackled with energy. It was as if the amulet had triggered a hidden mechanism, releasing a force that had been dormant for centuries. The eyes of the deity on the stone door flared to life, burning with malevolent energy. The once lifeless stone now seemed to pulse with a dark, sentient power. They had unleashed something terrible. The realization dawned on them with a chilling clarity. The amulet was not just a relic, it was a seal, and they had broken it. From the heart of the amulet, a blinding light erupted, engulfing the chamber. The explorers shielded their eyes, their ears assaulted by a deafening roar. When the light subsided, a figure materialized before them, tall and skeletal, with glowing red eyes and razor-sharp claws. It radiated an aura of pure evil.
The creature, awakened from its ancient slumber, let out an ear-splitting shriek. The ground shook beneath their feet. Dust rained down from the ceiling. They had angered the gods, and now they would pay the price. There was no time for regret, only survival. They had to escape, and fast.
Panic seized the group. They scrambled back, desperate to escape the cursed chamber, but the creature moved with terrifying speed, blocking their exit. Jake, ever resourceful, threw a bag of magnesium powder at the creature, momentarily blinding it. They sprinted through the temple, the creature's roars echoing behind them. Ben, remembering the traps he had disarmed, led them on a zigzagging path, hoping to slow their pursuer. The ground continued to shake, stones raining down around them as they ran for their lives. They burst out of the temple entrance and into the blinding sunlight. The jungle, once familiar and alive, now seemed menacing and oppressive. But at least they were alive, for now. As they stumbled away from the cursed temple, Sarah noticed something strange. A faint green glow emanated from each of their chests, a mirror image of the amulet they had left behind. The curse, it had followed them. Panic welled up inside her, threatening to consume her. They were marked. Bound to the creature by an unseen force, they were doomed. The explorers, forever haunted by their experience, tried to move on with their lives. But the curse followed them. They were plagued by nightmares, their dreams invaded by images of the creature and the cursed amulet. The faint green glow on their chests served as a constant reminder of the evil they had unleashed. They were prisoners in their own minds, forever bound to the creature and the cursed treasure they had sought to claim. The jungle held their secret, a secret that would haunt them for the rest of their days.